It's funny, this movie's called I Care a Lot, and I truly care a lot about this movie because it's not just one of the best dark comedies I've seen in a while, it's got twists and turns that'll make your jaw drop every other second, and it's definitely one you need to look out for. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new movie review. Today I'm going to be discussing I Care a Lot, which premieres this Friday on Netflix. And if you're out of the States, it's on Amazon Prime. This is one that I saw back at TIFF 2020. And shout out to Sharonda from Pay or Wait. If you haven't checked out her, go check her out for sure. But she put this film on my radar back when the festival was going. I got the screener for it back then, and it just completely blew me away with the twists, the turns, the dark comedic edge that it actually took, and especially the performances in here, which are absolutely astounding. And I Care a Lot, it's about a shady legal guardian who lands in hot water when she tries to swindle a woman who has ties to a powerful gangster. It stars the likes of Rosamund Pike, Peter Dinklage, Dianne Wiest, and Eiza González. Once again, this film blew me away. And I saw it about maybe 6 months ago, and I'm still thinking about the film. It's one that completely enwraps you with everything that's going about, and it continues to do so till the very end. Of course, if you guys are new here, though, and you guys just love talking movies, this is the channel for you guys, so make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on content like this over here on a daily basis. I love being a movie geek, and I'm sure if you do, you are here in the right spot. So comment down below and let me know your guys' thoughts on I Care a Lot as well. I gotta hear your guys' full things because this is just one hell of a movie. Director and writer Jay Blakenson took a story on real-life predatory guardians who are abusing the system and exploiting their wards. This one real issue is horrifying to even imagine that a loved one of yours could possibly go through. I Care a Lot solidifies this within its first 20 minutes. In shocking moments, once you finally get what's going on, it's already happening. Just imagine you have lived your life, gone on adventures, and just want to relax in peace, but then you open your door to one person standing there with a piece of paper that legally has power over you. It doesn't just seem like a horror movie in its own right, but one that needs to be intersected and talked about more. Themes of humanity, greed, and control over your freedom are all laid out here, and Jay Blankenson's power through this story in such a stylish manner that will knock you on your ass, but entertain you in the darkest of ways. The direction right in here is just the start of the puzzle that fits all together greatly and sizzles throughout the entire runtime. I think that's something that we really need to talk about is Jay Blakenson here, who very much so, I haven't really liked any of his films that he's personally done. They just haven't been my cup of tea until now. His writing in here is so smart and witty and sharp, and it's really fine-tuned to every single moment. Being able to give us the ability to have us root for a character who, in other words, is a piece of shit. The idea of this leans into how they really aren't any villains or heroes here, just humans acting on their own behalf, and even tying into different characters who have more in common than we could ever think. This is what makes Pike and Dinklage's characters so interesting, to see their similarities and motives, each connecting in a way that could make the audience not be able to respond to either one, and even feel sick and dirty about what is going on here. And that's just, again, going back to Jay Blakenson's writing and directing. There's something about his direction here that's, again, adds to that sharp and wittiness of the script, and one that very much hinges your attention on every single layer and film and camera shot that really just, again, brings you into the situation and makes you feel like you are there with them. You remember back in 2014 when Pike came in running with her amazing performance with Gone Girl. After that, she continued doing brilliant projects that continued to gain her more and more notice. Even then, we still don't talk about how she is one of the best actresses working today. When Pike continues to knock us on our ass, whether it's with the films like Radioactive, I Care a Lot Now, Private War, and especially even Gone Girl. She is one of the best living actresses living today, and we need to talk more about her. This movie, I feel, will solidify and remind us why she is just breathtaking in every scene, transformative, and in every moment despicable and deliciously evil in others. A character that we should honestly hate. Like, we should really hate this character, but we somehow don't. Hate is brought to love because of her, leading into her partner in crime on this journey, Eiza González, who I've always thought is very charming and sweet in every role, but she plays this despicable character as well, and one that very much takes us along for the ride. It comes in with charm and swag that elevates the film greatly, and again, brought me into everything going about. Not where we stop with the supporting cast here, because they are able to do so well. Dianne Wiest, who captures some of the best laughs, is just great, but truly enough, Peter Dinklage is wickedly amazing in this, bringing this character to life life that also features an amazing parallel to our main protagonist, quote unquote. We need to say that because really, there are no heroes or villains here. I Care a Lot powers through a lot of material, and a satire that will rock your world and play cheeky at the problem that is established very early on. Walking a thin line and tonal shifts dropping every other way. One point is dark, another it's fun, and all around at the same point, making you feel dirty with what is going on. This movie never stops for a moment, even until its final moment. It is still going about and might even be a little bit too long for its own good, but even then, with that said, I Care a Lot will leave you feeling a lot more than you came in for about the elderly people in your lives as well as the ones around you. It leaves you piecing in all the pieces of the puzzle that are placed right from the start and continuing this dark descent of corruption that will open up Pandora's box for you to look at by the end. I Care a Lot, I was not ready for this movie whatsoever, but it completely blew me away. This is a film that I think many people need to check out because, again, it doesn't just teach you something that's actually going on in our whole entire world, but it's something that very much elevates every single material and every single thing that it needs to elevate. The performances in here are top notch, and I mean seriously some of the best performances you could possibly give. The script and the direction here is witty, brilliant, sharp, and again adds to that cynical and dark nature that we were just absolutely needing from this movie. This is one that just screams so much, and as much as this film is called I Care a Lot, it's one that I very much cared a lot. Fast moving, and it continues to walk a dark line between corruption, greed, and humanity, and overall our freedom. The fact that Blakington was able to walk this line, bring this world to life, keep us entertained while rooting for the devilish characters in here is just brilliant. Care a Lot is downright irresistible, and once you see it, you'll continue to think about it. I care a lot about this movie, and I hope you keep this in your mind when on Friday it finally comes out. So with all that said, I'm going to give this film an A-. You guys again, switch clicking on these guys are seriously all the best. I cannot wait to hear your guys' thoughts on this one. Make sure to head on over to Sam Sean Films on how to see films early, and of course, just a big thing to you, and a big thing to my Patreon supporters, because without you, I wouldn't be able to do this. Thank you guys again, and of course, until next time, stay classy.